Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I bring to you a Valorant Patch Notes 12.02 review. And I'm pretty happy about one half, and now very confused about the other one. So, let's get into it. They have, thank you. Hey folks, it's As. For a TODR, they have a TODR. Patch 12.02, Harbor, Reyna, some agent abilities can be concussed. UI damage indicators that display for objects that take damage while controlled by a player. Oh, so is this like Sky Dog and Tejo Drone? You'll have a health bar, or at least a damage indicator, knowing that you're about to get taken out of it. That's actually that might, if that's what I think it is, that's actually a pretty good buff. Adjusted the appearance of the social panel. No longer see HP AP denial under active interventions when you leave a deathmatch, and loads of bug fixes. Please let the veto jump throw be fixed in here. Let's see. All platforms agent updates. Gecko, Wingman, Sky Seekers, and Ray's Boombot can now be concussed. Don't really understand why Seekers is in there, and I could have sworn Boombot already could be. Maybe, and Wingman. They they always had the little boom boom head throb thing on top of them, didn't they? But did they retain speed? Could you really not concuss them before? And I'm just making that up. Huh. All right. Well, I don't understand Seekers though. That's weird. And we go into why I've probably titled this video "They Actually Listened." They did. I saw one thing that they did that is something that I asked for in my video for Harbor. So I don't know if a Riot dev actually looked at videos and was like, "Hey, what are the people saying? What could we do?" But my goodness, they actually listen. Harbor, and I say that sounded like much more mean than I meant, but like I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. So that's like astonishment. Harbor could use a little bit more power compared to other controllers. We're looking to increase the baseline power of his abilities as well as increase the amount of options Harbor has, whether it is that is in Cove uptime, high tide coverage, or reckoning placement. We want players to feel confident about the strategies Harbor can offer through his abilities. Cove, down from 40 to 30. Thank goodness, because if you only have one fucking smoke, it shouldn't take 50 years to get back. I don't think they can make it lower than 30 before he becomes an auto pick, but that's really good. You can actually smoke at the beginning of the round and realistically another time. And then another time, you can actually do this in good intervals now. Uh, Smoke duration increased from 15 seconds to 19.25. Also good, because if I only have the one fucking smoke, it better be a good fucking smoke. Health increased from 500 to 680. This is amazing. Thank goodness it can take some more bullets now, because when actually go into there and you're just like, wait, this this stops like 5 bullets, and that's like it. Now I know that's not the exact math, but it's pretty easy to shoot down. So hopefully 680 is a sweet spot number. Also, Harbor now re-equips his gun faster after activating Cove. Thank goodness, because previously you had to fucking Transformers, Optimus Prime, transformation, rollout, backslash Naruto, hand jutsu, hand see Reaper Death Seal type shit for 5 years before you get your gun back out, and that's when people were testing like the new Harbor. That was one of the quick things people were finding out was just like, oh, this that feels awful. So it's like hard to actually do your role and still play the game at the. It was just it caused too many moments of awkwardness that didn't need to happen. So hopefully they got it down to like one quick snap, gun out. Storm Surge. This is the paranoia, blind, nearsight bubble that also has a slow attached. Storm Surge now plays audio if in world if enemies are hit. Amazing for checking smokes and corners now. Oh my gosh, this is actually pretty fucking huge. I'm not saying that Harbor Tejo is any good, but I'm just saying both of them now have some util that you could just pew and do get value from. Put the stun in something garage, and then spaghetti go there goes a trip backslash a trip um alarm bot I guess, and then now with Storm Surge you go bam. Oh shit! I don't need to use my prowler on this corner because I can just go and it doesn't need to attach. They're just nearsighted. I just hear that they are nearsighted. Bam. Odd that they took this away from Vice though. I did see a Vice main's uh, reaction to that, and that is kind of valid. I don't know. It's not like Vice Flash told you how many people were hit. It just said enemy hit. Now, realistically, after Wall, it was probably one, if max two, right? But I don't know. That was odd. So Storm Surge, this is amazing now. Look, genuinely might make might see Harbor off of those two alone. Then we go to High Tide. The wall height is increased from 6 meters to 8 meters. Fantastic. Fan fucking tastic. And the wall length is increased from 50 meters to 60 meters. The amount of spots you can hit on the map now, on any map, is really good. So not you don't have to play the silly game of well, you still have to play the silly game. Um, but it's a little bit more comfortable at 60 meters, the things that you can cover. Now you can realistically be at, I want to say, if you're attacking on Haven, that's my default map in my head, I'm sorry. Uh, if you are headed towards A, I want to say that you can be if you like have all your harbor shit down, where you know that you don't need the full wall to make it past Link and Heaven, you can actually probably be at bottom, like really where everybody defaults, um, and cover Heaven. I think I'll have to test this still, but that's actually pretty good. And the wall height being increased, even better because there's some tricky things that I was thinking about with Veto Harbor that your head would just barely poke out in certain spots, and I think this covers it now. I think this is pretty good. And then we come to Reckoning, and my goodness, I can't believe that they actually listened. I'm telling you, I didn't think it was real. So who knows if they saw my video or they just remembered what they had before and what everybody was complaining about missing. But Reckoning now is 25% faster, and you can reuse the ultimate to stop it in place for 7 seconds. I saw some people go, why would I need that? The same way that you needed Cascade. Now you can actually have retake, backslash take, backslash defense, and for 7 seconds maintain that because if they, I'm assuming now if they did something goofy here, but now your opponent cannot go through this wall for 7 seconds. It's not as simple as pop flashing through the wall and taking a little bit of a slow and do that. No, no, no. They are slowed. They are nearsighted. You have to sit there and play the guessing game for 7 seconds. The same way that you would want an Astro Wall to cut something off for half of it, and then they do that poke through with a knife type of situation. No, no, no. For 7 seconds, stop all that. Now, it is awkward on some of the maps, but we knew that with Cascade. Now you have a giant Cascade that also applies near sight. Did Cascade apply slow? I don't remember. Um, but near sight and slow. This is huge. Like, this is actually really fucking huge. For Harbor, that is. Maybe not for the game, but for Harbor. This Harbor, solid agent now. I know people are still gonna go, but my Viper, or but Brim, or whoever else you're playing as second smoker. really need to consider making it Harbor. If you are playing Astra, I would say, yeah, consider making it Harbor. Because now you have one person that can dedicate to being refreshable smokes, one can be util. The refreshable smokes can be one ways. It's, you can do it on Astro, but it's tricky. Omen, I still think that Omen and Harbor are a good pair because near sight plus teleports equals happy, happy fun times. That's fine. Teleport into a cove bubble that now has more health and lasts for longer. Well, lasts for longer before you make it stiff, okay? But the Harbor changes, I think they did a really solid job. I think this actually makes him a decent pick. Like people are still going to be weird with it and then be like, "No, I can't use it." I see massive value out of Harbor because look, the reckoning, the amount of things that you can now just solo, like if you stop a push, right? Somebody's coming out, they're coming out, you didn't get popped by the duelist, right? You throw reckoning and stop it, you have now bought your team time to rotate instead of it just passing over people and you going up spaghettios. Also, the wave speed being increased by 25% means that now you have more time, realistically, to capitalize on the near sight and slow time. Because if it hits them faster, you can get out there faster. Instead of waiting for the wave to go, and then you go, all right, well, if I go too soon, it might not have hit this corner. No. Perfect. Bam, get out there. Then we come to Reyna, and I am going to undo all of my happy, happy joy because what the fuck are we doing here? Reyna has been ever present and dominating pick rates in ranked for a long time. We're looking to increase proactive requirements on Reyna after she gets a kill to encourage continued aggression. Alright, no more lurking Reyna, I guess. Soul Orbs passive. Duration in world decreased from 4 seconds to 3. The ability description had incorrectly listed the duration for 3 seconds while they were lasting 4. Now it matches the description. Alright, fine. Devour. Overheal applied by Devour is now temporary and lasts 10 seconds. Healing applied while an Empress is still permanent. The ult has gone from 6 to 7. I don't know why they did this. I understand Devour because they were like, well, that fixed Clove. I don't think that fixed Clove. I think the problem is everything around Clove, being your options are try to play Viper in ranked, try to play Harbor in ranked, play Omen, uh, try to play Brimstone. Hopefully you are one of the Brimstone YouTube guys that has lineups, right? Who else? Try to play Astra in ranked, right? So I don't really love Devour. This Devour change. Don't really know why we're nerfing Reyna. And then Emperor's going from 6 to 7 to match Veto. Don't know why that. I really don't get that one. Yes, he can be a stomp in ranked, but that stops working the higher you go. So, like, I don't really get this. Like, if they're trying to do this as a way to tackle Smurfs, where because Reyna is the Smurf ranker situation, like somebody that's actually I was going to say Ascendant. No, well, yeah, Ascendant's in this game. I was thinking Challenger. Somebody that's actually Radiant. Smurfs to play with somebody, whatever. They pick Reyna, just tap everybody in the lobby and keep healing. I guess. Uh, I guess. I don't know. I really feel like Empress didn't need to go up. This is very odd. But then they haven't done anything to make Reyna more of a team play situation. Like, if you make it so that you can get a blind back every 2 kills, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, actually, why aren't we doing that? Instead of Yoru teleports, make it so that Reyna can get a near sight back every 2 kills. Yeah, That seems like the Reyna fix. Now you might actually see her in pro play. Now, mind you, barely seeing Phoenix, but it's more than we have in recent years. Ever since past year one, where there were more duelists past Phoenix. I don't know. Very odd. General updates, Justice appearance, gameplay. Yeah, okay, so it is for Trailblazer, Stealth Drone, cool, cool, cool. So now this will still give you like information. You all know how it feels to like control one, and then it feels this weird little like, yeah, I got shot, but I think it was from that way. Now I'm not assuming that the damage indicator is going to tell you exactly what direction it came from. I don't assume so. I think it'll probably be more like if you've played Gears of War, something where it's just like I'm taking damage and then you're just like slowly getting bloodier on the screen, or COD, right? Uh, or any of those, right? I assume it's going to be like that, and that's fine. That's fine. But that's still better instead of just all of a sudden being like, oh, guys, I'm out of drone. Don't really know what happened. Behavior updates, made some tweaks, bug fixes, cosmetic. Please tell me that they fixed veto. Jump throw, they did not. Control F, veto, they didn't change it. Oh no. So, for those of you that don't know, veto jump throw is bugged where it's inconsistent. They said they fixed it last patch. They did not because I tested it and then I was like, maybe I'm bad. And then I sent it to support and they're like, no, it's still wrong. So, I don't know why that I don't know what the problem with that is. I don't understand the coding but behind jump throw to know why that would not be consistent. I assume it's because of how they designed the object to not be a perfect shape. So they are having troubles accounting for, or maybe not them, maybe the system. I don't know. My only guess would be because it's a unique shape and they've made it so that it does bounce off of things that others wouldn't. So, like a Killjoy Swarm, Nano Swarm, it's like perfect, perfect shape, round all the way through, same pill situation. And it goes bam, cool. But then you have Vito's chokehold, which is not that shape, even though because they've made it so that maybe with the right rotation you can get it on the spiky bit and do something, but all of those make it bounce off. I would have just assumed that you just give all of those tiny type of things like the same pill hitbox and just make it look unique by giving it like the same mapping, point mapping. But I think they were a little bit more specific. I really don't know. That's my best guess as to why that's wrong. But that didn't get fixed here, so I shouldn't be talking about it. Console, we don't play console. So, yes, I am very happy about Harbor. Like, very happy about Harbor. I don't get Reyna. Really don't. Like, I do and I don't, because it's hard to stop a Smurf before they load into a game. It's pretty hard to do that. People will find workarounds, new phone, new IP, whatever. They will do whatever it needs to be done to be a Smurf. But I don't know if nerfing this agent and then not doing something as compensation works. Yeah, I have a soft spot for Reyna. What about it? Um, and then Harbor, like the Harbor changes, I really do. They addressed a lot of things. Throw this out, get information. You know the corner's safe or not. Plays audio in world too. Well, ooh, in world, in world, huh? So like Storm Surge lineups. Yes, I know. I said that's what I said. Correct. Storm Surge lineups, right? Will that tell you if you actually hit somebody back of sight? I mean, it'll tell you, but if no one's around to hear it, you know what I mean? I wonder if Harbor has voice lines for this. And is he now the only controller that tells you information? I mean, Clove dying and like being able to give perfect info, that's different. But like a piece of util. Omen doesn't tell you, Astra doesn't tell you, Viper doesn't tell you, Clove doesn't tell you, Brim doesn't tell you. Interesting. Alright. Yeah. Good. This actually can fill in initiator spot enough. Like what they're trying to do, where it's like a dual controller initiator situation, works for me here. Works for me. But yeah, I can't believe they actually. Look, I'm not saying I'm taking credit for it, but I think they might have heard, or at least they heard the community that was like, "Where's my cascade?" Bam, giant cascade. Cover usual like 2 choke points if you get it right, like if you get the angle right, or you split the site in half, and you start diffusing, and you treat it kind of like an astral wall, as they can't go through it without being fucked. You split the site, tap the spike. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. You split the site, start planting the spike. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Like, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. So I like it. And I think that's all I have to say about 12.02. If you like the video, like it. Got a comment from me, comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.